Hello, this is Nancy Lane. Welcome back to our show. Today, I'm talking to a friend of mine named Alan Armstrong. And Alan is the guy who makes libraries cool. Welcome to the show, Alan.
Okay, thank you.
Now, this is so interesting because Alan and I have a mutual friend, and that's how we met. And then when we got to talking and finding out what he actually does for a living, making libraries cool, he told me where some of his furniture is that he's created, and sure enough, it's in one of the libraries that I go to, the Oldsmar Public Library.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
It really is, you know, and for those of you who are in Tampa Bay, you'll see that it's just absolutely gorgeous library, the Oldsmar Public Library.
It really is. It is a nice job there.
And then sure enough, you're the reason why it's so beautiful. I mean, I just thought that was so cool when we were talking about that.
Only part of it.
But Alan brings 13 years of experience to this business. He, for a long time, was the managing director of a European-based firm who is, they were in the business of building...
Yeah, that's all they did in Europe, and now in the United States, we've built music and video stores.
And
basically.
Then you were telling me that business totally went away.
Well, in 2004, Napster showed up, the music industry went away, all the chains left, and now you're left with 3 or 4 music retailers, and the rest of it is all downloads.
Wow. Yeah. So you just had to adapt, and then...
Yeah. And then I got a call one day in 2007 from some friends of mine that are involved in the library industry. They said, "Are you still making that CD-DVD browser?" I said, "Sure." So we did a library in Tampa, and before you know it, the rest of the library industry found us, and 3 years and 45 libraries later, we're now looking at libraries as if they were a retail-type environment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know, like these pictures that we have here, we're looking at some of the display cases that you've built.
Right.
And like this one is an interactive...
Well, this is really some of the new stuff that's coming along now. The libraries of the future are going into what we call the bookstore effect, which means they're doing much the same as a Borders or a Barnes & Noble. They have a coffee shop area, and when you get to the audiovisual section, they want to be able to let their patrons, if you want to call it that, browse through audio, music, video, audio books, anything entertainment orientated. These particular fixtures are capable of letting them do that.
They're so beautiful, too.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you can see here on your screen that these are artists that had created the end pieces on
Well,
these.
the company that does the end panels, Creative Arts Incorporated, are just fabulous. And we're real happy with
gorgeous
the combination of effort between the two of us. But what we notice going forward, what makes libraries cool, is interactivity. And we're now seeing the libraries wanting to be more interactive with music preview and video preview, and the teen areas are very, very vital to the new library of the future, because that's the basis of the new library customer, if you want to call them that.
Libraries need younger customers, don't they?
They have to. This is the customer who turns into an adult, and if they don't have any experience with the library, then it's hard, with all of the media and the things that are distracting now, to get them to go to the library because they think they can get it all online. They don't have an experience of the library. So we're looking at interactive technology like this, which came out of the retail sector, that may have some application today in the library.
Interesting.
To make it cool.
Very cool. And, you know, as we are seeing here on some of these pictures, these are some of the coolest libraries in the world, huh? We've really got a hard act to follow. I mean, some of these, you know, like we're seeing are actually, you know, in this country, like Seattle. But, boy, Europe, Amsterdam. Look at all those pictures of the Amsterdam Public Library. Oh, my goodness.
Well, a lot of people think that the Europeans have a sort of a stranglehold on design, but that's not really true. Some of the libraries we've done recently are just absolutely stunning. And you'll find that the future design of libraries, once again, is trying to make them more user-friendly, make them more interactive. They're not an institution anymore. They have to become an experience.
Right. This picture we're looking at here, this is, weren't you telling me this is a library in Fort Myers?
Yes, this is Northwest Regional Library in Fort Myers, and you can see the whole presentation looks more like a retail. They've got the right signage, they've got divider cards. You can walk up, you can see the video by genre.
It looks like a music store.
Looks like a music store. the whole idea is that's where you get the usage. We have some libraries that have indicated that they get a 70% turn on their music and DVD product because of the fact that people can walk up, they find what they want, and then they can also find 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 things that are very similar to that in that section. If you're doing it alphabetical by artist, totally in the music area, you've got every genre mixed in with every other genre, and it makes it very, very difficult for that other impulse aspect to show up.
Yeah, I love the idea of making libraries cool. You know, I loved going to libraries when I was a kid, and this is just so neat to see the direction that this is all going. Now, if people want to see more pictures about your work and learn more about what you do, tell us the name of your website again.
Yes, well, the company is called the Professional Store Design Group, and the website is tpsdg.com.
The Professional
Store
Design Store Group. No, say that again.
The Professional Store Design
Group. Okay.
tpsdg.com.
All right.
They can go. We have a gallery of pictures there. We have a catalog. They can download specification sheets. They can look at installation drawings. We even have AutoCAD files that people can order if they need to give them to your architects.
And that's just a blueprint type of thing, right?
It's a blueprint. Yeah, it shows you what the fixture looks like and how it works. But yeah, we're really excited about the interactivity aspect now, that we can actually bring that into the library. And give them something that will really, really capture the imagination and allow them to bring more young people into the library for an experience.
You know, this audio thing that you've got here, this is so unique. Now, you were telling me you can only hear the music when you're right underneath
the Sound Dome is incredible technology. Yes, it projects the sound straight down upon the individual, so the amount of the circumference of the sound really stays within a close proximity of the individual. So if you were standing 3 feet away, you would never hear the music.
That is so amazing. So for libraries, the cool thing about this is that you don't have to use headphones anymore, right?
No.
And why don't people want to use headphones?
Well, there's a sanitary issue there. Nobody wants to put on headphones that somebody else has had on their heads. And
they break all the time, don't they?
And they do have a tendency to be damaged, and you have to replace them all the time. This eliminates that, and this is coolness.
And it's novelty. This is like so exciting.
Kids love to run up and stand underneath the sound dome.
Oh, I bet. I would.
Yep.
I love music. I bet you're going to find more adults in the children's section than you.
Sure. Well, what's really nice is there's the evolution of listening stations. Like, for example, the 24-button music preview system. There's no player anymore. There's no computer anymore.
Wow.
It's all done on digital flash card, which you can reprogram and reload 50,000 times.
Jeez.
And there's no software required.
There's nothing to break.
Nothing that'll break. And this one even runs on 8 D-cell batteries, so you don't even have to have power to it.
Oh, that is amazing.
So we have a lot of applications for that, not only music and audio, but it could be a directional thing. It could be find out information about the library here and there, and you could put them on the wall anywhere you want to, and they really have some interesting applications. The video aspect of that, well, that's the coolness too. You know, you walk up, you have a touch screen, you can either play a DVD trailer or a music trailer, and once again, the library can do its own video on information or how-tos and instructional things. So these things are simple to program, and they're really, really, really inexpensive compared to all the technology that came before.
Wow.
And once again, flashcard technology, no more computers to worry about breaking down, no more discs and players to worry about breaking down.
Wow.
So.
Oh, I just love how it looks, and I love the interactive sound thing. That is just going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
And it's been fun having you on our show. Thanks for coming by, because I really do think that there's a lot of people that love libraries. They just don't want them to be boring. They want them to be fun.
Absolutely.
Well, let's tell our listeners again, what is the name of the website one more time that they can find out more about you at?
It's the Professional Store Design Group, and the website address is tpsdg.com.
Great. And once again, this is Alan Armstrong. And tell us your phone number again also, if you would.
It's area code 727-545-1045.
Well, thank you, Alan. Thank you so much for coming by. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
And thank you for being on the show. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.